From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Recent lightning storms are bringing concerns of increased fire danger, what Reno Fire and the National Weather Service are saying.
Plus, we have new details on a crash that left a pedestrian with serious injuries in Sparks. What we know so far is coming up.
The warmest day of the week in store today with 80s and 90s continuing, but cooler conditions are right around the corner. Of course, more information on this right around the corner as well.
Good morning and thank you for starting your Tuesday with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
And I'm Faith Justice. So glad to be with you this morning. Well, if you want a guarantee to beat the heat, you might need to go outside right now.
Yes, beautiful day this morning, but will it heat up this afternoon? Let's check in with meteorologist Barrett Vinson now. What say you?
Another 90-degree day and the warmest day of the week. But cooler conditions after today.
All right, we started to go down.
Yes, going to be going down from here. And then, well, tomorrow will be Wednesday. And then, like I say, after Wednesday, it's all downhill from there going into the weekend. That's literally going to be the case this week with temperature and things calming down. But another warm day in store. 63 degrees, the coolest part of the day right now before approaching highs in the 90s. We'll see those 90s take over later on today. 80s around 10 a.m. We're warming up quick this morning before those mid-90s this afternoon. Lower 90s for most of those neighborhood temperatures. 90 degrees in Pleasant Valley, 93 for Hidden Valley, 94 Sparks. Just to let you know, the warmest part of the valley is the airport. So if you're closer to the airport, you'll see those mid-90s. Surrounding neighborhoods seeing mostly lower 90s off to the foothills and mid-80s right around lunchtime for that dog walking forecast. 94 shortly after that for the warmest part of the day around 4 o'clock going into the evening. Warm air continues to track from that high pressure, but look to the northwest, a low pressure with cooler conditions in store going into the later part of this week. That means cooler temperatures to look forward to with 80s returning after tomorrow. A few clouds off to northeastern Nevada, but clear skies close to home. We'll see a few showers going into the afternoon, mostly to northern Washoe County off of northern California, and most of the shower activity confined to the Nevada and Utah border today as well.
All right, thank you, Barrett. Fire watch now. This time of year, it's not unusual to see lightning storms, and thunderstorms mixed with lightning can be a very dangerous combination. So we checked in with the National Weather Service, and they say while there's always a possibility of a fire starting by a lightning strike, the types of storms that we've seen in the last week aren't a huge threat yet.
These storms have been moving pretty slow, so they're not really becoming a wildfire risk. Plus, the fuels in the area are still not totally receptive to lightning starts.
That's meteorologist Chris Johnson, and he says their main concern is when winds start picking up during drier conditions later this week. Even though chances are low right now that a lightning-caused fire will grow into something big, Reno Fire does say you should stay alert. If you see or smell smoke of any kind, immediately call 911.
And as we talk about fire danger, the investigation continues this morning into two brush fires that flared up in Sparks. The fire started just before 10 a.m. yesterday in the area of Isle of the Sky Drive and Sullivan Lane. It burned less than an acre. Then another fire sparked around 1 p.m. at Vista Boulevard and Home Run Drive. That one closed Vista Boulevard while firefighters worked to contain it. They were able to keep the flames there to less than an acre as well. Crews are now investigating what started both fires, but they think that they were human-caused. So we'll continue to keep you updated as we learn more.
And we do have new details here about a fire that destroyed a home in Fallon over the weekend. A GoFundMe page is set up for a couple who lost their home and all of their possessions to that fire. As we reported, the fire started just before 11:30 a.m. Sunday morning and badly damaged two other homes as well, along with impacting trailers and outbuildings. The cause is still under investigation, and we do have a link to the GoFundMe page on our website. That's at 2news.com.
We also have details for you this morning on a crash that was blocking lanes on Pyramid Way. It happened yesterday near Calle de la Plata in Spanish Springs. A woman was standing on the east shoulder on Pyramid Way when she ran into the northbound lanes of the road and a car hit her. Nevada State Police say first responders took her to the hospital with serious injuries. NSP says that impairment doesn't appear to be a factor in the crash, but this is a developing story. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
And coming right up on 2 News Nevada this morning, protests are intensifying against immigration raids directed under the Trump administration. Now California is firing back against the president as the National Guard rolls in.